My story was only a few months ago. At that time I was part of one of those typical religious youth groups, and thanks to it I was able to travel a lot and see many places. On one trip we were at one of the camps I liked most. It was in the woods. We were talking late at night around a campfire. Everything was quiet and fun. We talked about the future of the group, what we would do for the next trip, and what changes we expected for upcoming activities. We talked for a long time. I remember it was only 2 in the morning when we all decided to go to sleep. Before that, a friend needed to go to the bathroom. He said he would go near some trees behind some bushes for privacy and that he would be back soon. Less than a minute passed. I was turning off the fire when our friend came running out of the bushes. He said there was someone standing in the distance watching us. He had come out of the bushes with his pants untied, so at first we didn't think it was a joke. 3 of us went quickly toward the trees where he said he had seen something. We walked a stretch with lanterns in hand but didn't find or hear anything strange. We returned and told him we had found nothing, but he still looked terrified. To calm him down, and in our usual teasing way, we took a photo of him making fun of how scared he looked. The night went on calmer after that, and we were able to sleep, including him. The next morning a friend showed me the photo because we hadn't been able to see it well the night before. We laughed at him again when we remembered his expression, but in the background, with the little light the moon had given that night in a clearer spot by the trees, we could see the figure of a person in the distance. It looked very small, not because of distance but because of height. When leaving the tent with my friend to show the photo to the others, we realized we were the first to wake. Around the camping area we found what seemed to be dolls made of a very strange material. They looked like branches, threads and fabric. There were approximately 5 of them scattered on the ground. After looking at them, they seemed like voodoo dolls. Upon seeing this, my friend and I ran to where our group leaders were camped, which wasn't far. When we told them, they came with us. Seeing everything, they told us to pack things quickly. My friend had also told them about the photograph, and one of the leaders said he had seen something the night before too, but he had thought it was a dream. We still had to stay one more night because transport couldn't reach us, so our leaders took us to the house of an elderly couple who lived in a nearby cabin. They received us kindly and let us settle in their patio because there wasn't much space inside. The old man sat with us by a fire for most of the night. When we told him what we had seen, he was calm. He said it was normal to see that in that part of the forest and that he preferred not to go in that direction himself. He told us that a couple of years ago that part of the forest had been used by a sect he believed was satanic. They used to leave bodies and figures like the ones we had found. He said those things supposedly came out on their own to scare off intruders and keep people from entering where they did their rituals. He had seen that little man in the forest a couple of times walking among the trees. He believed all of it was a result of what they did there. Even though the sect no longer used the land, he said whatever they set in motion still watched over the forest. He told us we were lucky it hadn't gone beyond a scare. That was my last trip with them,